Okay, and our final question is, when having these discussions, what part does diversity play?
It plays a huge part, and it's so integral to what we're doing at Life Lessons and what genuinely needs to happen with this subject, because young people need to be represented in terms of their gender, sexuality, ethnicity, different faiths, different perspectives, because it really helps build that understanding, you know, with people that are different to you, having that understanding of them, but also knowing that our experiences based on who we are and our identity, they will look very different. You know, young people will experience different things depending on their gender or their sexuality, and I think it's so important to build that understanding and for young people to feel as if they are represented. And so when we you know, within our videos, there are young people from a whole range of different backgrounds, different lived experiences, and that's so important because, you know, being one teacher, you can't represent lots of different viewpoints. It's very difficult to. But in a way, this helps you to recognize, okay, this person's a few years older than me. They might be from a different part of the country, but actually, I really relate to some of their experiences as a non-binary person, for example. And that level of understanding and that builds through hearing real life stories. So yeah, it's absolutely integral to having these open conversations, is to make sure that it is diverse and we are being inclusive of all young people.
And that really builds on the cultural capital of the school as well, doesn't it? Because it could very well be that you are in maybe a really rural school and there's hardly any diversity, so you might feel quite isolated. To actually hear that information from somebody else who's maybe in a different part of the country is really empowering, and it might just give them the confidence to put themselves forward for something, or to say, you know, actually it isn't acceptable what's happening. And it's so important, isn't it?
Absolutely. And it builds that level of respect. You know, when young people, say if you are from a rural area, you know, you will meet in your workplace or in things, you will meet people who are different to you, and who maybe have different beliefs to you, or have had different experiences. And I think it's so important to teach that skill of understanding, of empathy, to be able to work together, to collaborate. And yeah, definitely it helps with not just in terms of when you're leaving the workplace, but also in your interactions with schools and in your relationships with other people.
Thank you so much, Nicole, for joining us today. It's been so interesting to talk to you, and there is nothing that I feel more passionate about than empowering our children to safeguard themselves. Because as a parent, as a teacher, as an educator, there's only so much that I can do to protect the children that are around me. And actually, the best thing that I can do is give them the skills to protect themselves as well. So thank you so much for joining us. If anybody has any questions, or if you want to find out any more information, then we'll put a link to Life Lessons and you can get in contact. Nicole, have you just got something you want to finish off with?
Just saying thank you so much. I've absolutely loved chatting with you, Vicky. And yeah, as I said, we're working with lots of schools and really helping to help to safeguard our young people and create that positive peer culture. So yeah, please do get in touch. Would love to chat to you.
Thank you so much, Nicole, and thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you next time.